everyone, and welcome back to Requiem for Dream Heroes Part 2, which is Part 6, but whatever, doesn't matter. I'm here instead of one with Hoary Boulder because I want to quickly show these off that I actually forgot about last time. So we can have a minion with us. When I stayed here so I can actually put the music on. Dungeon? Oh wait, that's dungeon, isn't it? Just where I need to get me hyped up to start. So our minion is the one that we saw in the dungeon. Wind up weapon. Scaled down replicas of armed weapons have long been mass produced by the Garlean Imperial Army in an effort to train new recruits in the proper methods of magic deployment and repair. Alright. No, not Kugani, that's where we are. Mordona. So, place your bets now. What is the awful thing that's going to happen? Also, as you can see, new patch sort of, so new outfit. Even though I think we're still going to be doing war type stuff. This is going to be much more relevant to what's coming in the expansion, which is that we're going to the first if you weren't aware. So, more adventure outfit. Alright, back in place. Turn that off. Hello everyone, let's pretend that that never happened and let's get into a brief reprieve. Also, there's only 2 quests for part 2 of patch 4.5. So, there's going to be a lot of cutscenes, I think. There's got to be something that pads these out. Anyways, Hoary Boulder's sullen expression suggests he has no news to share, which in this case may not mean good news. Makes sense. Come on, start with voice acting. I know he doesn't have voice acting, but come on. Oh, Alex! Yours is a welcome face indeed in these troubled times. Though if you've come to inquire about our stricken brothers and sisters, I'm afraid I've naught to report. Colton and the others continue their tireless search for answers, and I too have done all my power to assist them. Alas. I can't figure out who that voice is. My apologies for the intrusion. I was told Master Alphino had been brought here and wished to see if his condition had improved. Ah! You look a bit weird in that, but you know. Ah, Master Alexander. I have heard about the part you played in driving back the Empire's forces. Thank you. That you were able to stop them, if only for a short while, gives me hope. I realize how strange such words must sound coming from a Garlean's lips, but I speak them out of the love I bear for my homeland, because I wish to see an end to the bloodshed. That is why I chose to share all I know with the Alliance. Though I will surely be branded a traitor, I am content to bear that ignominy. I can never say that word, but whatever. 'Twill seem a small price to pay if it helps to prevent this conflict from escalating any further. Sadly, I don't think that's going to be the case, but we'll see. But enough of my prattling. The war is not what brought me all this way. I came to see Master Alphino. Quite, it's Alex and Alphino, are you? Well, far be it from me to turn away good company, if you follow me, sir. Am I coming? Yes? When word reached me that Alphino had returned, it seemed only right that I visit him. Poor lad. It pains me to see him thus. but I take solace in the knowledge that he is safe and well cared for. He fought valiantly at the burn. The Populares would not have wished for a more committed ally. Or could not would not. I know not how he came to be so afflicted, but I pray a cure will be found soon. Don't we all? On an unrelated note, you may be interested to know that I travelled here in the company of another accomplice? Acquaintance of yours. He awaits my return to North Silvertier, and I am certain he would be glad to see you, assuming you can spare the time, that is. Ooh, Arenvald? Is it Arenvald? I haven't seen him in a while. I need all the friends I can get. Also, I forgot he was in Ralgar's region. I meant to go and see him before. What do you suppose is waiting for him at... Who do you think suppose is waiting for him at North Silvertier? Both Mistress Kryl and Master Matoya have taken up the search for a cure to this strange sleeping sickness. I pray they find a remedy soon. I may as well chat with everyone while I'm here. Isn't that Wire? Has left to rendezvous with the Alliance forces. He means to serve in Thancred's stead in their infiltration missions. Yeah, he would be pretty good for that. This sickness which plagues Alfredo and the others is unlike anything I've ever seen. To see them as they are, and be powerless to help them, it is a pain beyond words. Anyone else in here? Ooh, I saw someone hiding there. Isildur and Clements. Confound these old bones! Useless as I am, I should have been the one to be struck down. Orcus, sister and I will take turns to keep watch over the slumbering Archons. We'll not leave them unattended even for a moment. Well, that's actually really reassuring to hear. That, to be fair, that's like the most organised I've ever seen the Scions, which is kind of worrying given the context, but you know. No, I'd seen that he apparently is going to be in this in some way, and I was curious. Oops. If you could talk to him early. So pretend I didn't come in here. That never happened. Alright, let's see if I was right about who was waiting for us. I mean, who else could it be? Acquaintance wouldn't generally be what I'd think of for, like, Fordola, which is another possibility. Don't know. Let's just wait and see, shall we? Oh! That's not at all who I expected. Sid! I'm over here. Never mind. Ah, there you are. I was beginning to think you would not come. It sounds like you've been through the mill. You should have called me. Though I must confess, tracking down missing souls isn't exactly within my fields of expertise. As you may have surmised, I heard much of Master Garland growing up in Garlemald. Indeed, he has long been a source of inspiration to me. Most Garleans say he is a traitor, that he turned his back on his country. We of the Populares, however, consider him a revolutionary, a man willing to defy the Emperor's dreams of subjugation, that his inventions might bring about a better future for all mankind. Please, revolutionary, is a term best reserved for my work. I am but an Imperial defector who thought to aid another Imperial defector. Whatever Master Garland says, I am humbled to find myself in such distinguished company. Speaking of distinguished company, we heard from Rauban that you run into an old friend in the burn. Is it true? Gaius still lives? Indeed he does. Like most in the army, I never had the privilege of seeing the legatus without his mask. To think I walked halfway across the burn in the presence of the Black Wolf. And he claimed to have severed his ties with the Empire to hunt Ascians, did he? Huh. After his humbling in the Praetorium, one would think he'd have the good sense to stay dead. Should we meet again, I shall be sure to tell him so. Commander Alden also spoke of the Alliance's meeting with the Emperor, though I still labour to believe what he told us. Did His Radiance really claim that Garlemald was founded by Ascians? Yep. But that is madness! The very notion is absurd! Every fibre of my being rails against it. And yet I see there is no escaping the truth. From the very founding of my homeland, my brothers and sisters have laid down their lives in service to a lie. The Ascians must be stopped, to save my people, to save all peoples. For all the Empire has many crimes, even I did not For all the Empire's many crimes, even I did not suspect. Had I known, I would have left a lot sooner. But that's in the past. Here is in the present, we must apply ourselves to the problem of how the Empire's ambitions may be thwarted, not only in Eorzea, but in the Far East as well. The Ironworks will spare no effort to achieve that end. Sirius's wall was a good start, but we could do more, and we will. We'll show them what it means to achieve freedom through technology. Begging your pardon, I bear a message for the warrior light. Yeah. Commander Alden requests your presence at Alliance headquarters in Alamigo. He will discuss matters of strategy at your earliest convenience. Alright. Ah, yes. The inevitable messenger. I knew it wouldn't be long before duty called you away. Time, no doubt, being of the essence. Could I tempt you to ride aboard the Excelsior? If there's a faster way to Rauban's side, I will personally apologize to the commander for keeping him waiting. I mean, I guess no, technically, because I can't teleport directly to him. Oh, fair enough. I too will make for the border anon. If there is aught I can do to help, I consider it my duty to see it done. I swear, every time you board my ship you seem to be barreling headlong into danger, and every time you somehow contrive and emerge as victory. Wait, try that again. You somehow contrive to emerge victorious, which of course is an admirable skill. Oh, that's foreshadowing in a hell of a nutshell. But no one is invincible, Alex. Not even you. So please, take care of yourself out there. It's even more foreshadowing. Stop it! I pray you remain safe on the front lines. Though ill-equipped to join the fray, I shall do all I can to assist from headquarters. My colleagues and I have been tasked with evacuating casualties by air. See that you aren't among them, eh? Fair enough, a brief reprise. And the final quest, which is going to be a hell of a long one or a really short one. Ugh. A Requiem for Heroes. Despite the apparent urgency of Rauban's summons, The resistance fighter seems content to wait for your signal to proceed, and a question mark reward. Commander Eldred is waiting, sir. It would be best if we proceeded to Alliance headquarters at once. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Are you ready? Yep, let's go. Start the music! Please? Hey! Ba 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 ba. Why is he shiny? You're here. Good. I summoned you to discuss strategy. But first, I would appraise you of the Guardian's motives or movements. Upon speaking with Raubon, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Duty calls! Commence battle for a Requiem for Heroes. If you're above 70, it'll be synced.
There have been several skirmishes along the border, but as yet neither side has delivered a decisive blow. We had long assumed that the Garleans would overwhelm us in a straight fight, but we seem to be gaining ground, albeit slowly. As to why that might be, the most likely explanation is that they have yet to commit all their forces. Still, we're winning, and our latest intelligence suggests the Emperor has retreated back to Garlemald.
I find that more worrying.
In light of this, we're considering launching an offensive with the aim of pushing the front line forward and giving ourselves some room to breathe.
Commander! The Imperials! They've broken through our defenses to the east!
What?
Our scouts say their forces are being led by Lord Xenos. Lord Heian and Commander Hext have taken their troops to provide support, but we don't know how long they can hold out.
So, they've been biding their time, waiting for his arrival, have they? Very well. Send word to our allies, requesting reinforcements for the front line. Should the worst come to the worst, I may need to enter the fray myself. But what of you? Do you still have the strength to fight?
I mean, someone has to. You need only say the word, as long as you leave the Ascian to me. Yeah, you need only say the word.
Much obliged. Given the choice, I'd take you over 100 soldiers.
Why won't they open? Please, I bid you open.
What's wrong? Is it the voice again? Are you sure you're in a fit state to do this? May Ralga grant us strength. Give 'em hell, lad. I, for my part, will defend this place to my dying breath.
Meanwhile, at the border of Alamigo,